pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition.
Say it. It's the what? It's the fall off, baby.
It's the fall off. Look at this thick ass
at that.
vinyl. Thick ass.
Ooh,
thick ass vinyl.
damn, that shit is like
that's thick.
that shit thick. Pause.
That shit thick. No pause at all. What up, y'all? It is.
What's up?
Listen. Welcome back.
Talk
this is
to me.
not a legacy check. This is just a review of a double disc from a man named Jermaine Lamar Cole. The fall off is here. Jermaine Cole. Oh, dude, when this dropped, I was so like, I didn't even like. It took like we talked like on the side, and it took me like a whole weekend till I actually get through it because adult and whatnot, right? But holy shit, the fall off is here, y'all. I hope it's not the actual fall off for him, but this is supposedly J. Cole's last album. Following what was the last album? I already forgot. Might delete later. No, off season.
Before
might delete,
this,
later.
Might delete later. Yeah, might delete this later.
And this is all after this is the after the beef and everything. This comes after like all the entire beef, all of the fallout between Kendrick, Drake, and him, the big three, all of that stuff. People giving him crap for apologizing. We heard Port Antonio, all those things where he tried to explain it, but the masterpiece is fucking here. 2026 came out with a fucking bang right here. Yes. So I want to give a little disclaimer. I texted you this, but everyone who has done a review within 24 hours of listening to a double disc with how many songs does it have? How many songs does this have? Hold on. 24 songs. 24 songs with an hour and 41 minute runtime, and you already have a review. I'm sorry. There's no way you can have a review within 24 hours. It's insanity. The live reviews, that's cool. I think that's pretty cool where you live review it as you're listening to it as it drops. Yeah. That's fine. But like to have a formulated opinion is wild. And this is what I told you earlier. We're not Amazon Prime. You're not getting this shit in 2 days. This is bespoke. It's made to order. We had to give it 10 days at least. I think we give it 11 days, 10 or 11 days. And I still don't feel ready to do this review. I feel not bad doing this review, but I don't feel prepared because I mean, I've only gone through the album maybe 3 times at this point, and I keep now just kind of going back to what I want to listen to. But like, and I'll let you talk in a second. But like 2014 Forest Hills Drives, I feel like it took me a year to really like appreciate it and love everything about it. Like at first it was just the hits, then you like kind of go off to the side to a few other songs, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to the credits. I'm like, I like the song where he ends it with the credits.
I love that.
Forest Hills Drive.
Like, I remember that.
So like this. Is going to take double the time. It's going to take 2 years. So we're going to probably drop this review, and then like next year or something, we're going to drop a legacy check on this because I think this needs another review, and then like 5 years from now, another review type of situation. But I'm going to give it to you, or we can just like get into it because this was kind of the history lesson, and we can just get into the production. Or do you want initial thoughts real quick? Yeah,
I'm going to say just a couple more things just to add to what. Because I mean, he brought back 2-3 verses. That like type of strong structure. There's fucking dense ass songs. It's a dense project.
Dense, yes. 10 years in the making. That's what he said.
10 years in the making. That's what. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's damn near impossible to like really reach, like you said, a formulated opinion. But I think it's been already. I think the first week sales just came. It hit number 1.
Hit 350, right?
280,000 first week sales, 113 pure sales, marking Cole's 7th number 1 album. So congrats to you, Cole. You well deserved. I mean, the fans have spoken. People are loving the project.
Does this count as a sale? Does a vinyl record count as a sale?
I mean, I would think so.
Okay, just wondering. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
And you see that and we've all seen like in the internet him going around driving this Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Going around the US and selling CDs out of his trunk for $1 or something like that.
I wish I could have like seen him and bought one off of him. Like that shit's so cool.
Yeah, right.
I know people are saying this is all like some other hip hop personalities are calling this kind of like a publicity stunt or like it's all for show. But I'm like, dude, from the very beginning, when he dropped A Dollar in a Dream, like the Cole World album, right? He did the Dollar in a Dream tour. It was $1. He just would tell you like an hour or two before where it was going to be, and tickets were $1. This is just his MO. He's always been doing stuff like this.
He's always done this from the very beginning. He's always tapped in with the fans on a very organic level, and he's that type of guy.
Yes.
So I don't understand the performative element. Fuck those people, man. Who else is doing that? Who else?
Exactly.
And he's actually physically there He's inviting people into the car,
Yes.
strangers.
Even if it's performative, even if it is, let's just pretend like it is,
I
right?
don't, but
Even if it
how?
is, it's amazing. It's awesome. Who
This
gives
guy
a fuck?
never leaves the house. Like how?
Yeah.
How is it performative?
He goes to Lifetime Fitness and drops a triple double. That's all he does. That's all he does, you know?
There you go.
All right. But let's get
Yeah, you
into
want
it.
to get into? Let's do it.
Production. So I think Cole produced was at least had a production credit on I think every song, right? Am I making that up? I think I was looking at it right beforehand.
You tell me.
Damn. I'm looking it up real quick. Okay. Right here. I'm on Wikipedia. Is on every song, almost most songs. He's not on Run the Train, which is a really good song. He
Yeah,
is
we
like a
got Cole, we got T minus, we got an Alchemist.
missed, yeah. T minus a lot on here. Yeah, I mean, he's like credited to produce a lot of these things. So like a lot of
Definitely
these,
co-production. A lot of
yeah,
co-production, but there's a lot of other producer credits. And
yeah,
plus, and he uses a lot of sampling too.
yes,
Interpolates a lot of sounds and records too from other artists
yeah.
throughout the entire album. It's his ode to hip hop essentially. So, but yeah, there's a lot of Cole's fingerprints are all over the production. It's a very
Y-
Cole. I mean, it's the most Cole sounding project. I feel like. Wouldn't
If
you agree?
agreed, 100%. This is like, and I think it's a very much love it or hate it. Some people don't like Cole's production. Some people have said that like sometimes needs an A&R to help him with production, which I don't always disagree with. But like as a fan, it works. But I can see if you're trying to like get a broader appeal, maybe to have a little like production help, I can understand to make like more. I don't want to say pop records, but like more like I guess it's pop record at that point, more pop type records. But I mean, this album wasn't for that. This album was for him and his people, his friend,
I was
his
gonna say that. I
you
was
know.
literally gonna
So
conclude with that.
yeah, so like I mean, production like I don't again like production for me like I don't ever think of like Cole's albums and think about the production. To be honest with you, there's very few songs where I'm like, oh, it's
Right.
like that song is so familiar. Like Middle Child has one of the like great production, right? Or Love Yours starts out with the piano, right? Like that. Like there's some very iconic sounds, but like Cole's rapping ability is what keeps you there. Not like the production is there and it's never bad, but it's, it could always kind of be better. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be very not just like a Cole stan right now and be very like even headed on
Being
this or
honest.
yeah.
You're being honest. Yeah.
I mean, I loved it.
It's a
I have no
long album. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have no issue with the production, but like, could it be better? Sure. Is it memorable? Is Cole's production in general memorable? Not really. No. It's his lyricism that is memorable. It's his
Yeah.
storytelling. It's all of the other stuff. And production just it fits where it's not like well, that's bad. It's more like it was good. It was fine. I didn't really care about it. It was like a non-factor.
Yeah, I was actually having a conversation about this very thing with a friend of mine, and he was basically like, "Yeah, because like it's like like what they used to say about Nas and his beat selections from the
Oh yeah.
past before he linked with Hit Boy."
Oh yeah. That's a good point.
Because Nas, like a Cole, they're lyricists and
Yeah.
they're storytellers. So they
Yeah.
sometimes it's just about like finding the type of production that allows the what you're saying, the listener to take more away from what the rapper is saying versus like letting the beat kind of do the outshining, the
Yeah.
vocals.
Oh
In
yeah.
my opinion, there's moments where the production is a little bit more like slowed down and kind of like takes the I wouldn't say backseat, but is a little bit more underwhelming, if you
Yeah.
will. But it also allows for the moments that do slap the most, like 2-6 and like the intros for 39 were like the second half of
Yeah.
39,
Yeah.
like how it goes hard
Yeah.
and Old Dog, moments like that where kind of he turns it up. Or what's the other one that's been the Let Out?
Yeah. The let out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so there are moments that kind of
Will we
he
survive the
amplifies
let
it.
out? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So I think it allows those moments to shine even brighter. But being that this is his quote unquote last album, I think the production you had to allow for him to be able to tell the stories
Yeah.
and allow the stories and the lyrics to
Yeah.
do the talking.
Yeah. The production could have gotten in the way if it was like, and the Nas comparison is like fantastic because that is his favorite rapper, right? So it makes sense that that's where the influence comes in. If since we're grading things, 4.2 is where I went because I can't. It probably should be average at like a 4, but I'm going 4.2 because I'm a fanboy and I don't give a fuck. Sue me. Don't sue me. I don't have any money. What are you thinking?
I'll give it a 4.1.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think we're probably overshooting it a little bit. I'm just a fanboy, so I just can't give it a bad score. But I think this is where a lot of our conversation, the next couple, maybe not features as much, but artist performance and sequencing. I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about here, especially sequencing, because this was a very conceptual album in that way. But artist
Mhm.
performance, what did you think? Before I make a mess in my pants, why don't you go first?
I think his rapping is superb. I
Hmm.
mean, I thought he was fucking. He had elevated it on the last two off season, and might delete this later. But whatever he quote unquote was fine tuning in the last two projects, he got it all the way right with this
Yeah,
one. He's
yeah,
rapping like the goat that he is. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
And if this is a farewell project, then this is the way to go out. I mean, the
yeah,
patterns, the rhyme schemes, the wittiness. He's rapping with a different, like, he really took his time to craft a lot of this stuff. You could tell because the pockets and just like the stuff that he's saying. I'm like, I haven't heard of him rap quite like this before. I've heard him really spit his ass off and
yeah,
have like moments where he's really, really shined and had the best verses in his career. But this one really, it matches the hype of what we were waiting for, in my
yeah.
opinion.
I
What do
think
you have to say about it?
I think performance wise, it was I think the people that are disappointed in the album are not Cole fans in that way, or they're just media personality people that are making that decision. I think he wanted to do what the plan was, or what his idea was, that every great artist, like at least rapper, hip hop artist, has like the double disc, right? And this was his attempt at that. And I think to hold someone's attention for an hour and 40 minutes over the course of 24 songs, like
Mhm.
that's hard to do. And I mean, the whole thing is, the comparison is to Kendrick's like Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers and Scorpion, right? Scorpion. What is it? Scorpion?
Scorpion, yep.
Drake Scorpion. I'm gonna do my best to not sound like a hater while I'm standing at the same time. I like Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers, right? It didn't feel as long, but it it was good. And I was never a fan of Scorpion, but it has kind of come around, which a double disc probably would do, where it'll kind of come around after time of listening to it, right? I don't think either of those were done as well as this. I don't, and like, look, I'm a stan. There's a bias in here. I'm not going to put it, but in the first listen, I didn't like Scorpion at all. On my first listen, Mr. Morales, I actually did like a lot when it first came out. It was one of my favorite albums that year. But this was so
Nice.
dense. This is so dense and so well thought out and so long. It's an hour and 40 minutes. Just looked it up. Mr. Morales is 19 songs in about like an hour and 20. We have 20 more minutes of fucking music. Scorpion was a long ass
Crazy.
album. There's 10 more minutes of 10 more minutes of music in this. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
I mean, to put that all together, like it was amazing. It's an amazing album. I think that like there's a little bit of fluff in it. Like there has to be in double disc. There's a little bit of fluff in it of songs that I'm probably not going to listen to a lot, like a ton. I mean, it's dense, and there's like, I think of the 24 songs that are in there, it's like 20 good songs, and like 8 really great songs. Like, and that's what you want from a double disc. Like, I think
Yeah.
when people talk about this in 5 years, we're gonna be like,
Mhm.
damn, Cole really put that shit together. Cole really put that shit together. Like, and another thing is that like this is why I think that he didn't want to partake in the beef, because it's like, yo, I'm working on this, and this shit's about to get all messy, and I don't want to be a fucking part of all that. This is what I'm working on. This is what my goal has been. I've been talking about this forever, and I thought we were gonna have some fun, like, you know what I mean? And I saw this Instagram, and I don't want to derail too much, but I saw this Instagram clip of these guys that explained this guy explained the beef perfectly, and I wish I could like put the clip in, but there's no way I'm gonna find it. He was like, it's like slap boxing when you're a kid, right? You and your homie are
Mhm.
just like messing around, like play fighting or whatever, and then one person takes too fucking seriously, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? You fucking ruined it. Or like when you play pickup
Yeah.
basketball, and like
Uh-huh.
we're all just here to have a good time, and then one dude just needs to foul the shit out of somebody, and now you got to fight him. You have to fight him, because what else are you gonna do? And you were just out
That's
here just trying to
interesting.
you're just trying
And
to
yeah.
just trying to shoot some hoops, just trying to hang with the boys, and then someone got to call somebody a pedophile, and then the other guy got to call him a domestic abuser, and you're sitting here like, I just came here to get some fucking cardio. Fuck these guys,
Yeah.
and then you're out.
And
That's
you
what it
gotta,
was.
and I like that he was able to get his shit off and
Yeah,
then just be done with it.
yeah,
And it made sense for K Dot and Drake to move forward with it anyways. Like, what was Cole gonna be, to like side with Drake? Like, he wasn't gonna do that. He was
yeah,
just like, you know what, I said what I had to say, and I wanted to kind of
yeah,
claim that I can compete with them too, but not on I'm not trying to take it to that level.
Yeah, like
Uh,
we're supposed to be friends or whatever, right? But with that artist performance, I'm giving it a 5. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't. It's a 5. Like to do it for 24 songs. Like I'm not. This is not our legacy check type of song, like album where we're like comparing it to everything that ever came out. We're just, I think when we do the reviews from things that are like 20 years old, we're maybe a little bit more critical. This is not that, in my opinion. This is like 11 days out. Like, what do I think it's going to end up being? And I think when we look back on this, we're gonna say, man, what a hell of a job this guy did. And I'm giving it a 5.
Absolutely.
I'm giving it a fucking 5.
I have to come up with, I had some specific examples here that I didn't
Yeah.
mention earlier
Go.
because, and I just want to say this before I also give it a 5 because I think it's well deserved, man, because he really backed up, his promise for like really delivering on this. And yeah, the rapping and the rhyme patterns, wordplay, everything is on full display. Some examples: "Who the fuck is you?"
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Oops.
Even in the moments where he's singing, like, bro, he's really hitting them notes. If
Yeah.
I'm referencing the last song off track, the last track of Disc 29, not the bonus. Like he's really hitting them notes. I've never, like, we've heard him do some singing before, but I've never heard him sing like this. Me personally, I've never. His flow, he's perfected it. The singing is rich. If you listen closely to the album, I mean, I'm still digesting it, but like, there's layers. You can hear humming in the background as he's rapping. You can hear moments where he does like little snippets of voicemails or like sound effects and
Yeah.
gunshots and footsteps. It's adding to the listening experience. I mean, performance wise, second half of the 39 intro where he goes off, the
Yeah.
titty is the idiot, the titty bitch. I want whatever the fuck he says. I want to take my AirPods and throw them against the wall. I'm like, I've never fucking he's fucking going off when he goes off on those soulful beats with the hi-hats. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite Cole.
Yeah. There's a part in what's it called? In 2-6 where he's like, where he whispers, "Ask your favorite rapper for the evidence." And like this is like, listen, like I listened to the intro and then like I'm literally like hearing 2-6 like right before a meeting, and I got so fucking hyped for that meeting because when I heard that like that whisper, I was like, oh, Cole's about to fucking go off. It's about to. And the thing is, I wish that the 2-6 was actually in the other what's it called, disc 2, right? Because like I think disc 2 is a little bit more hype.
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh, you wish it was part of
Part
disc
disc 2.
2.
Like I understand conceptually it doesn't make sense, but like disc 2, I think, or like maybe later in disc 1, it went like it got way more hyped, right? Like it kind of started off a little slower. So I was like, what happened to the hype? And then it comes back later. But like that's one
I
of the
see
things
what
where I
you're
was like, I
saying.
was so hyped when I heard that. I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be like that the entire album. And I wasn't disappointed, but like I was like kind of like I was like kind of got blue balls on that one because I was like, oh shit, he's about to kill somebody with this shit. And he
Right,
did
because
eventually.
right off the intro, he goes
Yeah.
into 2-6, and then
Yeah.
he gets back in, like, and then
Yeah.
he gets into his storytelling bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Shit was good though. That shit was good. So features, I just want to quickly go through some features. I mean, there wasn't a
Mhm.
ton of features. I mean, there were some very iconic ones in Petey Pablo coming back. I love that
The
song.
best, my
I
favorite.
fucking loved this. I went back and then listened to uh take your shirt off, twist it around your head, like that song. I went back to go listen to that because of it, like right afterwards. It's like, oh yeah, what the fuck happened to Petey Pablo?
Because
That was cool.
we forget that Petey Pablo was the one repping North Carolina
Yeah.
way before Cole was.
Yeah.
And for him to bring that energy, bro, it took me a minute because he didn't, he did it like very. We've seen the major artists do this where you don't see the credits for the features right away, so those
Yeah.
come in after. So I didn't even realize that was Petey Pablo because you're not really listening too closely in the beginning. You're just trying to vibe and stuff. So
Yeah.
once I figured it out that was Petey Pab, I was like, yo, that's such a dope moment, as a
Yeah.
hip hop fan and two legends from North Carolina, to be able to spit on the record like that, and for him to get Petey Pablo on the record was so dope.
Yeah. No, 100%. And I went back and listened to Take Your Shirt Off with that song, right? And
I love that
that was
song.
what a time for the Mid Atlantic because Timbaland was the one who produced it, right?
Yes.
And that I was
Yeah.
like, because it starts off like, will everyone from the Carolinas and the VA come to the front of the line? And I was like, this is fucking dope. I fucking love it.
Who am I? Petey Pab, motherfucker.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Erykah Badu was also on this album.
Mm-hmm.
R&B greatness, right? We saw
Mm-hmm.
Burna Boy. I actually like Burna Boy and Cole a lot together. I
I
wish
do too.
that they did more music together. They should do a collab album. I would be a huge fan of that because Cole can get into that
Yeah.
sentimental bag with Burna Boy. I would love that. We got Moray again. I was a huge. I found out about Moray through Cole, which was he's a great singer as well.
Isn't he Dreamville? He's Dreamville
He is,
roster?
I think so, or he's like one of Cole's artists or something, or he's from North Carolina. I don't totally know, to be honest.
Got you.
I will say
Future.
Future was the Blue Balls. Again, I'm using Blue Balls a lot here, but like it's a little bit Blue Balls because I thought we're getting more Future than we got, not just a
We
little
got
bit. Of
to,
Future.
we got
But on was it Run the Train or the other song where it's
Run a
not even
Train and
where he
Spoons,
doesn't rap in it. He's just kind of like
Spoons, Robo. Yeah, but I liked.
he's just talking
I
at the
was
end of
fine
it.
with that.
Nah,
I
I
was
wanted
fine. He
him.
was doing like I guess the chorus or the mini choruses.
It wasn't a miscourse. It was like a little send out talking kind of thing. He didn't give us much. It was like a
It
bridge at the
sounded
end.
dope, but it sounded dope.
It
And
did,
they
and
worked together on the Metro Boomin
yeah, that's what
project.
made me thought I'd get more, right? So like the little bridge, I wanted more than a little bridge. You know what I mean? Like
Fair
that's
enough.
you
But this
know,
is Cole's moment, you know what I
it's
mean?
yeah, I get it, but it would have been fun.
Which is why I'm happy that because remember we were talking about like is Kendrick gonna be on or Drake? I'm glad we didn't get those type of
Agreed,
features.
agreed, agreed.
This
The
is
focus should have
Cole's
been on.
moment, yeah,
Yeah,
and it's the focus should be on him.
agreed. The that's 100% correct. But a little bit of Future wouldn't have hurt anything because Future and
Fair
his
enough.
it wouldn't have hurt anything. But all right, I think this is going to be the one that we have to try to not take 5 hours on this, but sequencing because there's a lot of the theories around the sequencing. It was a conceptual album, and I'm going to
Well,
say it
then
like
we have
this.
to rate that.
Which one?
Do you want to rate the guest appearances?
No, we haven't been. We haven't.
Okay.
We just kind of talk about them because, like, we talked about how we don't do it because we don't want to hurt it or help a
Okay.
artist because they have features, right? It's just something to talk about.
Okay, got you.
Okay, sequencing.
Sequencing.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a 5 because to make a double disc that is conceptual on top of that and make it sound good and cohesive and like it all makes sense with 24 songs where you're either gonna have already heard or gonna hear about sequencing of songs where like it doesn't really matter. In this album, it incredibly mattered. It mattered an incredible amount and it was done perfectly. So like the storytelling of it all was great. And I know that the rumor was that, or the idea is that disc 29, disc 1, 29 intro is before he's turning 30, and disc 2 is before he's turning 40, where he is now. So
From his perspective
of being,
returning to North Carolina, right?
I think so. Yeah. Of how he did it how he felt when he was 30 and now how he feels now that he's 40 or about to turn
Yeah.
40. He is
Yeah.
40 now, but in the album when he's about to turn 40. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think he just turned 41 in January, if I'm not mistaken.
I think yeah, January 28th.
Yes.
Yeah. That's when we got the Blizzard.
Oh, that's right. The Blizzard shit.
Yeah.
The Blizzard.
Mix,
Yeah, whatever it was called.
Freestyles. Yeah, yeah.
I'll give it a 4.8. I don't want to kind of copy the same kind of rating, but I do think that the sequencing was done
Yeah.
great, amazingly. I mean, again, it's a very long. We're still going through it as we speak. I mean, I've gone through the whole thing twice, and I'm still
Yeah.
kind of revisiting certain tracks here and there just to get the full feel. But like, it feels like a soundtrack when you listen to it. I mean, you got the intros. He breaks up the both albums incredibly well. So I'd still give it like a 4.8, damn near almost 5.
Yeah. I mean, if I was being reasonable, which I'm not, I would give it a 4.9 because I was blue balled from 2.6 into how the album started. If I was a reasonable person, which I'm not. So welcome.
You say whatever you want to give it.
And then, yeah, no, I mean, we could really get into sequencing, but I feel like a lot of people out on the internet have like a lot of the theories around it. And to be honest, I haven't been keeping up at all. I've just kind of like, I'm just listening to music. I don't really care what the theories are right now. I think I'll save those for later when I'm like really like, when I feel like I don't feel right now. The reason why like I can only go so deep with what we're talking about is that like, I don't feel like I understand the album yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I like understand it yet.
That's pretty honest. I like that.
And
I
I
like
think
that
that's
response.
that's why I love 2014 Forest Hills Drive is because I understand it now. I finally like I get it now. And I think with Off Season, I get it. You know what I mean? Born Sinner, I love that album. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I don't think that
Yeah.
I don't know KOD yet. Like it's been how long has it been since KOD's come out? I still don't feel like I get it. You know what I mean? So
I gotta go back to that one. And to be fair, to Cole's credit, like I've appreciated his albums after the fact,
of course,
like
yeah, that's
more
what he is.
after the fact.
That's what
And
it is.
he's that type of artist that can make his work last. You know, it's not just here today, gone tomorrow, or for the
Yeah,
moment. He really kind of stands the test of time.
yeah. No, no, 100%, 100%. I know that we also have these like categories you've probably seen in other episodes about like cultural significance and like how it's aged. I think we can skip them because it's too soon to say the significance it's had. Like
Yeah,
we can assume because of the beef it's very culturally significant, but I think we just skip all that. I don't want to get into the whole beef thing too much because I think that's being overdone everywhere. And I don't care about
yeah.
it. I
It's
want to
fucking.
think about
I fucking hate those people, especially before the release. So they're like, he better not be talking that like he's gonna take a rapper's head off. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
yeah,
at this point, we've it's been addressed. It's like what, 2 years
yeah,
now. We want to hear what Cole has to say just where he's at now, and if
yeah,
this is indeed his last album, let the man like have his moment to like close this chapter
yeah.
and
100%.
say his piece. Like he's just we're done
Let the
talking
man
about
live.
that.
Let the man live.
Yeah.
All right. I think how we should round this out is we usually talk about like favorite songs, bars, memories, and everything about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
song, and then like
yeah.
overall thoughts, and we'll wrap it up. I think let's try to keep it in like I say let's try to keep it 4 minutes each, about 8 9 minutes.
Ooh,
We'll try
that's
to do
more
that.
than enough for me.
Oh, I don't know if it is, man. I don't know if it is enough for me, but I'm gonna let you start. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you finish. But no, I'm just going.
I'm gonna
Go
let
ahead.
you finish.
Yeah.
I would say, like, right now, I really fucking love I Love Her Again, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good song.
Being such a hip hop head,
It
the
reminds me
way
of 25 to Life.
he's
Reminds me of 25 to Life Eminem.
but
Yeah.
yeah, Cole's version for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the way he's such a creative storyteller, man, and how he flips the common sample, just perfect. He gives you that old school feel a lot throughout this album. His flows are crisp as ever. How he talks about like that second verse is incredible. How he's like he talks about BBL's mumble part.
Yeah.
He does touch a little bit on the Drizzy and K Dot
Yeah.
feud and his involvement in that and how he
Light
feels
touch.
about it. Light
Light touch.
touch, and I like
Yep.
just that light touch.
Yep.
I like that he doesn't get too caught up in it. Even the moments like he's really like giving you his all. Like even the moment where he's like how hip hop where he's referring to hip hop as a she, how she moved from like he got to New York and then she's got a plane ticket to the A and he's like
Yeah.
she's moving to the A. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you feel it, bro.
Yeah.
You feel it. He makes
Yeah.
you feel it
Yeah.
and he's not holding back. There's some moments that some bars, and again, the more I listen, the more I'm catching fucking bars. I'm like,
Oh
damn, did
yeah.
he just say? What do you say in? I think it was in. I want to say it's. I don't remember which song, but he said, I'd rather sit inside a Bentley and be the owner, like providing kidneys. Be the
Yeah. Yeah.
owner, donor.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, insane. Insane.
The most realist, I think one of the most realist quotes I heard was actually from 2-6, and it's, I don't want them to kill for me, and I don't want nobody getting killed for me. How
Yeah.
real is that?
Yeah.
Because how often do we hear rappers like, yeah, man, so and so, like, I got a whole city that'll ride for me, and they'll
Yeah.
do this, and this for me. Cole's like, no, no, I don't want no one dying. Not
Yeah.
for me, not for you. I don't want them dying, losing their lives. Like, bro, this is just hip hop, and
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is just like,
It's music.
this is a success story of like showing you can make it from where
Yep.
I made it from, and it doesn't have to result in violence or casualties. Like,
Yeah.
and so I love him always taking a moment to keep it, all the way real. And yeah, Poor Thing. I love Poor
Oh yeah.
Thing as well.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
fucking
The
hard,
beat
bro.
goes hard and that shit goes fucking. That whole song is that's on my list too. Poor thing. I think it's on a lot of people's lists right now. It goes fucking hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man Up is another one. The
Yep.
storytelling is dope. The messaging behind it. There's a lot of deep messages. What is the one where he's talking about the life sentence with somebody? Is it called Life Sentence?
I think so. Yes.
I like that joint too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of reminds you of like a blossoming relationship. Like
Yeah.
whatever special relationship you have with someone in your life. It just makes you really think about that. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm gonna keep. You said to keep it short, so I'll let you take the floor now.
I mean, I think I still don't like feel like like I said, understand the album well enough to like go too deep. But like 2-6, it started off so fucking hard. It's one of my
You
favorite
just
songs.
love that joint.
I love that song. I love who the fuck is you. That shit goes hard as
The
well.
flows on there? The
Yes.
flows on there,
Who fuck is you?
incredible.
As well as Poor Thing, like you just said, like you had just said. I think probably right now, Poor Thing, 2-6 are probably the two most played songs. But I also liked Only You with Burna Boy. I love that. I love that song. I think being someone that's
Yeah, that's a
married,
good one. That's a good
being
one.
someone that's been is married, and women put up with a lot of our shit, type of thing.
Mm.
And I appreciated his introspective on that. And I was like, you know what? You're right, Cole. You're right. You fucking right about all that. So
Is that the one where he says I watched those shitty show movies with you?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that the same one or
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, I owe you. He's like, I owe you patience and a lot of grace. I owe you
Yes.
like something in a Prada date type thing. That
So
song. And then there was Quick Stop. Do you remember this one? We're talking about how he met a fan randomly when he was trying to get gas and stuff, and he just like, I love that. This may be my favorite song on the album so far because it's a story just about him like driving around and he's listening to Ti. And he stops to get gas because he wasn't realizing he stops to get gas. And this guy's like, "Yo, do you want some weed or whatever?" Then he realizes it's cool, and he talks about how like this fan's talking about how like he's got him through so much shit, and like it was all genuine like love. And he was like,
Mm.
we all just forget like it's not about money, it's not about all this stuff, it's just about your impact and like the impact I'm having on people, and like how it has to be a real story, you know what I mean? It has to be a fucking real story.
I
And
believe it.
I've that song has been on recently a lot because it was like I think this is why Cole sometimes seems a little lectury to other rappers where he's like, just embrace what you have, but he lives it, man. That's like a perfect example of him living it. You know what I mean?
You've
So
seen that from his
yeah,
tour, little CD tour thing that he's been
yeah,
doing. You see people posting clips of people approaching him and saying
yeah.
how the impact that he's made.
Yeah, and he's been like so cool about it all. So it's like, yeah, that's one of my favorite songs right now. And then Old Dog with Petey Pablo like made me go back and listen to Petey
Yeah.
Pablo as well.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to keep going on about a bitch, but also like I think you mentioned this earlier, but 39 intro that
Mm.
like I guess it's not a freestyle, but he kills that shit. Like you
Yeah.
don't even expect it because it's like kind of like at the
A
end,
slow build.
and then
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden like what the fuck just happened. So I mean,
I love that he's hyping himself up on that in the
this is
beginning.
yeah, I think when we should revisit this like next year. Because this is gonna be something that's gonna like I'm gonna like listen to it for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna have to take a pause because it's like too much, and I'm gonna listen to some other shit and then come back. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's what
Mhm.
happened, I think, with the off season for me. And 2014 Force Hill Drives. Like I stopped listening to it, and then I came back like months later, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why did I stop listening to this?" But sometimes my ADHD gets the best of me, and I need to just do something different. I'm actually the thing. The thing is, before Cole dropped, I got into a different album. Like I went back on. You're gonna laugh or not care, but I've been listening to St. John again for a little while, and I went back to his
Okay.
earlier projects, and I'm like
Is that the
obsessed with it.
freestyle?
Wait, what is it?
St. John.
The singer. We reviewed his album a long, 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 long time.
Shit, I
So
forgot all about him.
dude, I went back on his shit. His shit's like I don't want to go too far, but I've been listening to that. So like my head, it was there. So I was like, damn,
Okay.
I have to listen to Fall Off, but I keep kind of like going back to where I was. You know what I mean? So
That's okay.
this will
That's
do the same
fair.
thing. But just to round out,
What did
overall
you think of
thoughts.
What If?
It was a cool
The joint that
concept.
he the concept of the Biggie and Pac.
I mean, it's a cool concept. I think we all think it, and he made it into music, right? It's
I
cool.
never heard a rapper do it, like, touch on something like that, like Cole has. I mean, to that the way he pulled that concept off was pretty dope. And how
No,
he's rapping in their cadences and shit.
no, 100%. No, he killed it. Like, I feel like I just made a face of like, it was whatever, but like, it was conceptually, it's cool. I just think I'm not in the mindset right now to
I got
appreciate it
you.
yet. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't
That's
appreciated.
honest.
I think there's like modes where like, or vibes where I'm in where I'm like, I just want to hear spitting. I don't care about like
I know.
anything. There's modes where like, I want something deep. And like, I just haven't been in the deep, like hip hop one. Like, I like the deep, like emotional shit that he's been doing right now. But like, I haven't been in like the deep hip hop stuff. Like,
To be fair, I had to get into, like, a long car ride or, like, I was doing some cleaning around the
yeah.
apartment and to listen to, like, some of those because it's just running, it's just running on in the background.
Yeah. I
That's fair.
I try to do all these reviews while I'm working out, but it's hard to do that I realize with like a new album that you haven't heard before because you're like trying to like figure out what's happening and you're like fucking trying to bench and you're like, what the fuck did he just say? Fuck, I gotta go back. And it
You
doesn't
need
work as
the
well.
hype songs when you're working
Yeah.
out. I
But
get you.
2-6 came on, and that's why I fucking loved it. I hit a PR, yo. I was like, yo, I can put up more weight. That shit was good. But I mean, it's the second song, so like, of course it hit the hardest, right? Because it was like the first intro to it. But I mean, overall, dude, I think this is gonna age like wine. I really think that. I think we're gonna come back and people are gonna talk about this album like people talk about Drake's Views, because I think
Hmm.
people, like myself included, did not like Views when it came out. We thought it was kind of eh. And then now
Mhm.
that I listen to Views, I'm like, Views was actually a pretty good album. And it's like one
Mm.
of those where like you're gonna go back, like we're gonna do a legacy check of this 5 years from now. When we're on like whatever, when we're big and famous, you know. And we're gonna be like,
Mm.
yo, we're gonna show clips of our episode today, and we're gonna be like, yo, this aged like fucking wine. And we're gonna use
That would
this
be
clip
wild.
because I'm not gonna speak during that episode because I'm just gonna replay this. It's gonna age like wine. Great effort at a double disc, and then I think all the wait paid off, like waiting for this. And I just
Mm.
hope it's not the end. I just from what I heard,
Yeah, do you think this is gonna be the last one?
I think Cole made not an announcement, but I guess he was asked about it, and he pretty much said like this may be the end of J. Cole, but maybe not the end of music for him.
Yeah,
But this,
right,
I think
right.
this is like maybe we just hear Jermaine from now on or something, or just whatever. Maybe Kill Edward gets his own song or something. I don't know.
Do you wanna round off the entire episode by talking about, like, you know, your journey as a fan from the beginning, like, from the mixtape era? Do you wanna talk anything about, like, what this means to you as a fan?
So I Cole fan around Friday Night Lights. That's about the time. So when that dropped, like 2009, 8, 7, something like that. I don't know. I was much younger, had better knees. I'll say like this. I am not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. I think I knew going into it when it was gonna be a double disc that there was no way that whenever we reviewed this, I'd be ready. Unless we waited a year. But like to some level, we have to like catch the algorithm. So we're doing it now. You know what I mean? If it was up to
Mm.
me, I would do this 2 months from now. You know what I mean? 3 months from now. But just a fan, like just to answer your question, I'm not disappointed. I think this is gonna get better with time. Will this
Mhm.
dethrone 2014 Forest Hill Drives? I do not think so. No. I think this is gonna be his third best album. For me personally. Me personally.
So
It's
2014 Forest Hills. Oh, yeah, go ahead, you're gonna name them.
yeah, 2014, and then likely I think I'm in the minority when I say this, but Born Sinner. For me, where it got me, I would almost pump Born Sinner fights for number one in my heart. So, and I'm leaving mixtapes out because Friday Night Lights was a classic.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Truly Yours
Mixtapes out of it.
too. All those things. Like I'm not thinking about those.
Yeah,
Revenge of
yeah.
the Dreamers and stuff.
We're
I'm
talking about those album releases,
studio
yep.
albums. It's probably
Studio
gonna end up
albums.
3, fighting for 2 with Born Sinner. Like it just depends. You know what I mean?
You
Just
never
depends.
hear anyone talk about Born Center, that's the
It
crazy
was
thing.
so good. It was so
Damn,
good.
you almost forget that he dropped that.
We shouldn't. That shit was so good. 50 was on that.
I remember New York Times or
Yeah.
something?
New York Times.
Boss was on that joint too, right?
Was Boss on that long ago? I mean, Kendrick was on it. Drake was on it.
I wanna fact check myself now.
What song was he on? I know the
That
whole
same
album.
one with 50. The same
Oh,
joint
yes,
with
he was. He
50.
was. He was. You're right. You're right. He
Okay,
was.
cool. Isn't it crazy how he released Fall Off on 2/6?
That was the point. That was the whole thing.
2626. I know, that was so smart.
Yep. Yeah.
I wonder if that was the plan the entire time.
Maybe. I couldn't tell you. I literally couldn't tell you.
I wish we got those hoodies, man. I know it was like exclusive joint for
There's a
him, his fans and shit.
We'll find the Temu link or the Alibaba link for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But
Give me your final thoughts, and we can wrap this joint up.
you know, obviously I was familiar with Cole's music from the beginning, but I wasn't like the biggest fan like you from the very beginning. Not to say
Mhm.
that like to discredit his music or his artistry or anything. I just wasn't like keeping up with it like like the fans of his shit are like have right from the very beginning. That being said, with time, of course, that like you know when I would start revisiting some of those projects, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, like how you hold that in such high regard, like that became my favorite Cole album.
Yeah.
And then you know revisiting, well, not necessarily revisiting, but when he dropped Off Season, by the time he dropped Off Season, I had become like a newfound fan. I was like,
Mhm.
because I'm such I love like like real raw lyricism and bars, and the way he delivered on that project and then continued to deliver at such a elevated kind of place with might delete this later, like I was like, yo, I'm here for it, like
Might
I hear
delete later.
whatever.
There's no
Sorry,
this.
what did I say?
Might delete this
Oh,
later.
my
It's fine.
delete later.
It's
I know
fine.
I keep
Yeah.
fucking that up, but
Sorry, it was bothering me. I had to tell you.
I'm glad you did because I
Yeah,
would rather you tell me than someone else.
fair enough.
So yeah, man, I'm actually very proud, if that's the right thing to say. I'm like really happy for him. There we go. I'm
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
for him and like what a career he's had and what a way to just looking back, it's just yeah, I tip my hat off the way he pulled it off. And you never really hear like any bad shit about Cole. You know, he did it in
yeah,
such a like respectable manner. It was always him and his team,
yeah,
and he's such a you can resonate and relate to someone like Cole. You know, he's like he really is like a man for the of the people.
yeah,
And for him to drop this and it getting the love that it's getting, of course there's gonna be hate or whatever, people saying whatever they want negatively. But from what I'm seeing, it's getting a lot of love and
yeah,
recognition. And I love that for him.
yeah.
He just announced like the tour as
He's
well.
not
He's
coming to
doing a tour.
DC. He's
I
not
know
coming.
he's going to Baltimore and like
I'm so
Philly, I think.
pissed. This may be
Yeah,
the
I was
first.
surprised.
They may be the first album concert that I don't go to in a long time.
Damn, you wouldn't even hit up the Baltimore one?
Nah, because baby number 2.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be hard.
true.
It's gonna be
That's
hard.
true.
I'm more likely to go to the European tour because it's like in October than I am here. I'm just kidding. I'm
That's
not doing
right.
that. I'm not fucking doing that.
But yeah, I'll continue to listen to Fall Off and my favorites for sure. Congrats to Cole, man. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Don't let this be the end. Oh, he did say before we wrap up that "It's a Boy" is coming. It is coming.
Yep, I saw that too.
It's
What do you
coming.
think? In what form do you think that will drop?
I think it's gonna drop when I have my next kid, and it's gonna be my favorite song because I'm gonna relate to it so much. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what's gonna happen, and I love Cole more than I do right now, which I don't even know if it's possible.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
All right, yo, this was the Coach Crossover episode, the Fall Off
sir.
review. Check out Cole's album. It's every fucking way. You know, the tour's coming. What a time to be alive right now. What not? That was I didn't mean it like that, but it just happened that way. But
It
shout
just
out
happened that
Dreamville.
way. Blue
Also,
balls.
if you want some new music to listen to, I'm talking to you too, but to general people, Us's album last year was fucking dope. It was dope, slept on, and it was great. And just a shout out there too.
I fuck with Boss, man.
Shit goes hard. All right, dogs. I'll see y'all later. We will see y'all later.
Never give up,
All right,
I'ma
old
win. Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition. I got success in my future, man. How do I know it? This prophecy, no premonition.